Greetings, Eric Backer, a naturopath from New Zealand. I'm the author of a book called Candida Crusher and the formulator of the CanXida range of supplements. Thank you for checking out my video. I've got an email question here from a guy called Joshua. And Joshua's in Utah. It's in America, I think, Utah. So Josh is asking me this interesting question here. Can Candida affect my study? I've got exams coming around and I want to know if Candida can affect my study and how I can better handle my study load. So it absolutely can affect you big time. When I had a bad yeast infection in my 20s, I had a lot of brain fog and I had depression and anxiety and I couldn't function well, Josh. So going quite a long email here. I won't read the whole email out, but there's quite a lot of stuff here that you're explaining to me about. And it sounds like you're knee deep into it with your studies. So again, I did a video previously for a lady where I spoke about prioritizing your time, getting better sleep, eating better quality food. You may want to check that video out because that summarizes a lot of the points which I want to get across to you. If you're studying and you're really serious about getting good grades and you have got a problem with Candida, the important thing is to stop wasting your time doing other stuff. Just focus on your study, get good sleep, good food, drink plenty of water, to have periods of rest and relaxation. Learn to say no to people so you don't engage yourself in stuff for meetings or wasting your time with other people, doing stuff for other folks. Just be careful not to get sucked into these kind of traps. And the other thing is, because you're a young guy, watch out for wasting time on Facebook or social media again, or surfing online. There's a lot of wasting time going on with many people, procrastinating. So you want to cultivate good habits around study. A good tip is to study how to study, okay? Because there's a real art to studying. When I studied, I found that when I had my lectures, I'd come back home, and as soon as I got home, I'd write out all the most important points of the lecture that was presented. And I'd try and get everything down on one page. And as I got closer to my exams, I'd condense things down to smaller paragraphs. I didn't get involved in study groups. I found them to be a waste of time personally, just people yakking about all sorts of junk. But maybe it's important for you. So dedicate every day consistent time towards your work and you'll become super effective. Best time to study, in my opinion, is in the morning because that's when your stress hormones tend to be higher and you tend to generally have a better brain power. Studying late at night is not a good idea, 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Studying after food is not a great idea because then the blood's going to your gut. It can make you a bit more tired. So work out the peaks. So I'll give you a bit of an analogy. If you look at a person who surfs, okay, a professional surfer, they'll study the ocean carefully and look at the waves. And then they'll pick just the right time to hit that wave because they know they're going to ride on it. So energy is like that too. You'll be able to pick out the peaks and troughs during your day. You'll know when the energy wave is high and when it is low. There's no point trying to hop on that surfboard when it's flat and there's no surf. You hop on the surfboard when you've got the good wave because you know it's going to take you in, the good ride. Energy is the same. Try and examine during the day when you've got that peak. And that's the time when you really want to sit down and get into your study and have no interruptions. Turn off your phone, get away from the computer and have no distractions around you, okay? So if you're focused, you can get a lot more work done in 1 hour than you can in 2 or 3 hours if you're not focused, okay? So that's a good tip for you for study. Candida can make you pretty tired. It can make your brain foggy. It can make you sick. It can create gut problems, lots of different problems. So by trying to be effective with study, you're going to have a little bit more time to yourself to devote towards building good health up. Try and work out the best foods for you to eat. Work out the best foods to avoid. Check out my book, Candida Crusher, because that will give you a lot of hints and tips on a good lifestyle conducive towards giving you good quality study. Right? It's all about quality of food, quality of sleep, time management. As I mentioned, saying no to people. These are all fundamental things. There's no reason why you can't get good grades while you've got Candida. But if your Candida is really serious, like some people I see, you may even have to take some time off school. But generally that's not required. You should be able to still pass your exams. And as soon as your exams are passed, then it's time to work on building excellent health. So the following year you don't fall into that situation again. Okay? Prevention is better than cure. So fix things up so you don't get into that trap. So I hope that gives you a few hints and tips there, Josh, on how to prepare for the exam and come out of it really well on the other end. If you haven't got my report, click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in.